was just suffocating. Yeah, the things we do to get content. All right, guys. So then actually, this is what we do. All right. So I'm being told it's not yet ready, but it's heading there. Magadi is there. That's Magadi soda.
Magadi, yeah.
It's supposed to melt. It's supposed to melt. See that? So this is Magadi soda. This. And then this is water. It's not yet hot. So it's supposed to melt while the water becomes hot. After that, when it's ready, then we go to this process, as you can see here. Very strong. That smell of tobacco, it's very strong. You can feel it. And the Magadi soda itself is the one which enhances that smell of tobacco. It increases it, yeah, so that it becomes very, very strong. So I can say literally this tobacco is like a grade 1 because it's very, 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 very strong. Now look at that. Now this is tobacco. See that it's very hot. Look at that. It's very, very hot right now. That is tobacco. Then now they measure it and then they package it. Okay guys, this is tobacco. It was taken from the farm and then they sort it out and now it's here, as you can see. All right, so they're drying it. So when they take it in the farm, from the farm, it's usually green leaves, and then they sort it out, they cut into small pieces, and then now they're drying it. So after this process, okay, what happens is they make sure it's completely dry so that when you grind it, it just it grind it into powder. So right now, as you can see, what you're seeing there is it's tobacco that has been put under the sun and it's dry completely. Let me give you a picture there, as you can see. So it's a lot actually. Oh, this is just a set. They usually do it like every weekend. They usually dry and then they grind it and then they cook and then they sell it to customers. There is a reason why people like tobacco. One, they usually use it, you know, for maybe if you have a flu. When you take a bit, it usually makes you sneeze. Traditionally, that's what they used to do. And then, of course, for stimulation, for people who like smoking, there's a reason why people that. And also, when you take tobacco, there's also that stimulation. Some people say it relieves their stress. Other people say, you know, they make them feel better. I mean, people have their own reason why they like taking tobacco. But anyway, this is how it looks like. So let's proceed to the next process. Alright, so this is how it looks like. You see? Now this one, it is from the farm, yeah? It was dry a bit, but now before they grind it, they're going to take it under the sun, and then it's gonna be put to dry completely, and then you see that it looks like these are leaves. It's just been dry. Yeah, but it's not yet completely dry because I can feel it, yeah, the moisture in it. So when you put it under the sun, it's gonna be dry completely, and then you move to the next process where now you grind it. I'm gonna show you the whole process, but they usually pack them in, you see, in this. So all of that is full of tobacco from the farm. So you see all that, it's tobacco inside. You see this? This is tobacco inside. It's from the farm. So let's proceed. All this you're seeing there, the sacks you're seeing over there, all that inside, it's from the farm. So they usually, you see this, we usually roll it to small pieces, and then we make tobacco, and then we sell to customers. I'm gonna show you the last process later on in the video. Please watch this video up to the end, and please subscribe to my channel. Alright, sasa hii ni tobacco. Alright, so you can see here, this is tobacco. This is tobacco, as you can see here. So now these leaves are dry completely. Even when I feel it, you see that noise? You see that noise? Yeah. So that noise already, you can see it's really, really dry. So you take it from here. So they took it from outside there, they place it here, and now this is where it is. You see that? Now, you see this? Now this is tobacco. It's dry completely. If you see there, I'm feeling it. It's very, very, very strong. Let me not lie. It's very strong. So my God. Njoo. So I want him to help me. I want to do this work myself. Unaona?
Hapo kwa kina.
Unaniona?
Nakuona.
Sura? So this is how we usually do it. We grind like this. So traditionally, you can see my face. Unaona sura? Ndaka sura. Kila kitu.
Sawa.
Sasa unafanya nini?
Sawa.
Nataka unionyeshe sura yangu nikishika hapa. Unaniona? Change. Traditionally, our ancestors, this is how they used to grind. Whether it's maize, whether it's tobacco, whatever it is that needed to be powdery, this is how they use. So this is called a stick. There's a word particular for it, but I forgot the name. There's a word for it. And then this also, traditionally we used to use that. So this is basically how we used to grind, yeah? So if I had maize and I want to get maize flour, I will go dry the maize under the sun, and then I'll put it here and grind it. See there, I'm doing the tobacco. That's exactly what we used to do to get maize flour out of maize. So let's proceed. It's very, very strong. Anyway, so the point is, you see this? But use a lot of strength. Huh? I'm wheezing. I was holding my breath. All right. At least now you have an idea how we are doing it. Now, let me show you where, because it has a lot of particles here. So we're going to filter it to have soft tobacco only, and then we remove the stones and everything. All right. Next process. All right. So this is the process. This is where they filter. You see here? This is where they filter. You see? Now this is what is remaining. You see? He's trying to filter it. Alright? So they have to cover up because of the powder, yeah? Endelea. See that? Now they are filtering. Then they are filtering, sieving the tobacco from the particles to the stones to the leaves to the sticks, like that. So it's a process, yeah. Look at that. Chukua. Umemaliza? All right. So it's trying to finish up. Huh? So it's this is the powder. You see? Tobacco powder. Now, it hasn't been cooked yet. So they'll cook it, and then now you have the normal tobacco. So this is basically the traditional way of doing it. The traditional way of doing it, because this is how our ancestors, our great-great-grandparents used to do it. Yeah. All right, so he's going to pour. All right, he's going to pour. Oh my God, you see that powder is flowing. You see that one? That is tobacco floating away. It's very strong. Let me not lie. See the way it's covering his face? It's the tobacco. It's very strong. Even me, as I'm talking to you guys, I've covered my nose because it's very, very strong. And then now he's gonna sieve it. He's trying to cover it up because so that it doesn't, the wind doesn't flow away the powder. Okay, so like I said, you guys, this is how we used to do it traditionally. Doing it using our hands. Of course, nowadays people use the machine, but when you go to the villages, this is basically how we do it. Okay. Hii ni tradition.
Wakati itumika traditional. Watoka mashine ile tunapita kuna kazi gani?
So there is basically sorting out the tobacco, and then he's putting it inside here, and then he's gonna start grinding. Aya, endelea, anza kazi. Asa hii ngoja. Okay, tobacco is basically what makes the cigarettes, right? But now, since we are doing it traditionally, we don't have cigarettes. They usually take it, the tobacco itself, and then they put inside their mouth, and it melts inside their mouth, and then they lick it. So right now he's using his hand to sieve the tobacco powder from the sticks and all the stuff, all the dust. You see that? Basically, that's how he's doing it. It's very intense work. Okay, this is the other one. Doing this type of work, it's very labor intensive. You see now it's becoming powder. So this is what has remained, yeah? You see this? They are going to grind it again. They're not going to, they're not throwing this away, by the way, let me not lie. They're not throwing this away. This one is not being thrown away. They're going to grind it again to be powder, and then once it's been powder, and then they're going to cook it. Yeah, you heard me right. They usually cook powder, the tobacco. Using hands to sieve the powder itself from the particles and the sticks and all the stuff. And then this is basically, see that it is, look at that. Look at that.
hapo kwa hiyo nani? Hatujaweka yote kwa ndoo. Yote kwa.
Nasema hicho.
Tena. Hapo kuna nyingi.
So this process is where it's labor intensive because you're using a lot of energy, and like I told you guys, traditionally this is how they used to do it. Our ancestors, this is what the type of equipment they used, whether it's grinding maize to get maize flour, or whether you want to get any powdery stuff, they used to do that. All right, so it's pouring that. Let me show you how it looks like. You see that? You see that? Now this is what I'm telling you. Like I said, it's labor intensive, huh? So you're gonna do that, repeat the process until they finish. Ile nje paka mmalize. Unamaliza leo. So whatever I've shown you earlier on in the video that was being laid out under the sun, they have to finish it. They have to finish it, all of it today. So it can take like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Masaa matatu manne. They say it can take like 4 hours just to finish what they are doing. Na kupika? Kesho saa ngapi? Saa mbili.
Mpaka saa 4.
Okay. So tomorrow they are going to finish, they are going to cook the tobacco itself. Kupika unapika vipi?
Angalia.
Wewe nieleze tu.
Unaweka maji, yanatokota, unaweka magadi, yanakuwa kama uji. Alafu unachukua kama hili. Unamimina ile ambayo ipata chini. Hiyo inakuwa hivi.
Unakoroga mokorogi.
Tunakoroga kama sima.
Kama sima? Paka iwe nzito.
Utaiona kesho.
Inshallah. Huwa nakosa kupika. Like I told you guys, this is labor intensive work. They're doing this using their hands. So right now I'm covering my mouth, my nose, just talking to you guys, to them. So it takes like 3-4 hours for them to finish this. Hii hapa. Mwangi amechukua. All right, so you see now the difference. Look at that, the difference. So this is the powder. Guys, I won't lie to you, it's strong. The powder itself is very strong. Alright, let me know what you think about this video. Drop your comment and please subscribe to my channel, and let's proceed to watch this video up to the end. Now that is the tobacco powder, and then they'll cook it, which you'll see at the once you proceed with the video. How we make traditionally tobacco, so you can get an idea.
Bakuli.
Alafu ukuje na mtungi moja ya maji.
So they are literally removing the tobacco powder itself, and then they mix it up. So I wanted to show you guys the process, how it works out. Okay, you can see the magadi's water here. It's ready, it's hot, boiled. So we are proceeding with the next process. See that? It's ready. It's boiled. So he has poured the magadi water inside the tobacco. Guys, as you can see here, the process of making tobacco the traditional way. Smoke. So basically, oh my God, it's very strong. Ooh. So basically, right now he's mixing it. So that Magadi hot water that you have seen being mixed, when it's mixed with the tobacco powder, that strong scent of tobacco, it usually it enhances it increases the scent to become so strong. So right now I'm literally holding my breath in. I'm covering my nose so that I'm able to talk while I'm recording. You see that? It's very, very strong. All right, look at that. Nice mixing. Look at that. Look at that. Like I said, this whole process is manually done, and it's intensive, labor intensive, but also very affordable. That's basically how people are able to afford to make tobacco traditionally. Cooking traditionally. Voila. I'm trying to get a picture. It's very strong. Guy. Oh my God. Oh, it's very, very, very strong. Very, 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 very strong. Oh my God. Mm. So he's used to doing this, but as for me, God, it's so strong, that smell of tobacco, that I'm feeling my throat is itchy. So he's gonna do this process until it's ready. So it's ready. What are it?
Yeye imejaa hiyo.
Now you see this, guys. It's telling you. See? It's very, very, very strong. Look at that. This. It's very hot. Very strong. Mm. This is what we call tobacco in East Africa. Wow. If I press my put my face like this, I can feel this scent. It's so strong.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Very strong. I can say it's grade 1. Or should I say it's more than grade 1? Oh my God. Oh. I'm tearing. I'm feeling my throat is itchy. At the same time, I want to record myself, talking to you guys, showing you guys what's happening here. All right, let me know what you think. So right now they're going to package it. in these containers, and then they'll take it inside there. Then now they'll package it into smaller packets where they sell it for 20 shillings. And yeah, so depending on how much you want, they'll sell it to you. Look at that. Look at that. So we have finished this bunch. It's done. It's finished. See that? There's no, like I said, there's no wastage. Yeah, everything is being packaged. Everything, because everything is money here. The tobacco tree itself, the leaf itself, it's money. So there's no wastage. You don't throw anything away. All right, so we are done. So guys, please subscribe to my channel, and of course drop your comments, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Please guys, I'm doing my best to give you content, so kindly subscribe to my channel while they're continuing to do more in terms of, you know, okay, let me hold my mouth. Okay, let me cover my mouth, because that, you see that powder, that tobacco powder, it's also very strong. Yeah, so that powder, they're going to mix it with the Magadi water that you're seeing behind me, that is being in the fire there. And then after that, they mix it like they have shown in the video. So they're gonna repeat the whole process until they finish. Okay, guys, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think, and drop your comments. Yeah, so let me sign off right now, because I'm feeling my throat itching, tears in my eyes. All right, what do you think? Subscribe. So you see, this is basically how we make traditional tobacco from the farm, drying under the sun, grinding, mixing it in Magadi soda water, and then having your tobacco ready. Okay. All right, so basically it's something that I've seen growing up. Not only me, I'm sure if you other people are coming across this video who are in Africa, they tell this is literally something they have seen in the villages. The reason why, you know, right now we have cigarettes. Right now we have cigarettes. People buy cigarettes in the shops and everything, but literally traditionally this is how they used to do it. Maybe right now we're using, you know, the modern way, a bit like the pans and the sieve itself, but traditionally they used to use the stone, you know, that grinds. You go round, and then from there you sieve. Then after that, then now you cook, and then from there you sell the tobacco as the way we know it. So let me know what you think about this video. Drop your subscription please, and drop your comments. Let's proceed, and see you at the end of the video, and tell me what your thoughts are. Alright guys, the things we do to give you content. So right now I'm in my village, in my town, my small town, literally showing you guys how we create tobacco, from the drying of the leaves to the grinding of the leaves from the dry leaves to become powder, and then of course sorting out the difference between the stick itself, the tobacco stick, and then the powder itself. And then from there, then now we proceed to the cooking itself. Then once we finish the cooking, then we mix it, and then I show you the final result, which is the tobacco itself. This is basically the traditional way of doing things. Remember, this thing has been done traditionally, it has been passed traditionally, generation and generation. So for me, growing up, I used to see, you know, people buying tobacco, and this is the tobacco powder. You can see the way it's evaporating. That's the powder itself. Now it's here. That is the powder. You see how good it is? Look at that. Look at that. This is the powder. It's very fine, very fine. Look at that. I can feel, you know, that smell of powder, the strong smell of powder. It's very heavy. Unaikapa
Ni chenga hiyo.
Naendelea.
Hiyo ni chenga ya sigara.
Sasa umezoea. Haupoi tena.
Nimeenda kando, nimezuia, Pumua.
Mama mimi nikija kwa duka pale kama
Sisi na record. Inshallah.
Weka basi. Kisha wote basi. Ameenda bio.
sawa, ndio hapana. Sasa tunagawa. Sasa ni ngumu bwana.
Sisi tunadai jengi ndio.
All right, that tobacco has really entered my system. All right. These are remnants of tobacco. These are the sticks. Some people will use it to create a cigarette out of it, and they'll start smoking. They don't throw this away. They're going to sell this. Who knows pesa ngapi? Easy. So depending on how much you want, you can decide to have like maybe 10 bob, 20 bob, 50 bob, 100 bob Kenya shillings, or even more. They will measure it and then they'll sell it to you. All right, so this one, remember this? This is where they literally do the filtering, the sieving, dividing the sticks from the tobacco, the powder itself. All right, so these are the remainder. All right, we are back to here. Magadi soda, it's already melted, so we are waiting for the water, the mixture of water and Magadi soda to be hot, boiling hot. Then we proceed to now cooking the tobacco itself. Like I said, the whole process it's time consuming, energy consuming, but at the same time it's affordable because we are literally using people from home. You just teach them the process and they just do it, and you can pay them, and then of course you continue with your business. So this type of work, it can take hours and hours. So in a day, they can take like 3-5 hours just to remove the tobacco plant from the sun. Then they grind it as the way you are seeing from the kiln itself, and then turn it to powder, and then sieve it, removing it now, the tobacco powder from the sticks, as you can see here. So this whole thing can take like 3-4-5 hours, even more than that, depending on the amount of tobacco which is available. So organically doing it traditional way, the way we are doing it, it's time consuming, energy consuming, but also very affordable. So once tobacco is ready, they usually sell it to customers, and then once you have started the business and you're starting selling to customers, they are always repeating, always coming, and also new customers are also introduced. The grinding is still continuing. So traditionally, this is how we used to grind. Whether you want to grind maize to turn it to maize flour, if you want to grind anything you wanted to grind, this is how we used to do it. So this is called kinu in Kiswahili. And then the stick, inaitwaje? Fimbo. So this one is the stick itself is called fimbo in Kiswahili, and then this one is called kinu in Kiswahili. Continue. So doing that, it looks so easy, but believe you me, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. You see that? And it takes time. The powder. They're opening. They're showing me the powder, the tobacco itself, the powder. Singe maji. It's really airtight. It's really airtight. All right. Yeah, that is the tobacco itself. This is the powder itself. You see this? It's very strong. See this? That's the tobacco. And even right now where I'm standing, I can feel the strong tobacco smell. Alright guys, I wanted to show you tobacco, how it looks like when they are selling it to customers. So I'm going to show you a clip over here. So please don't forget to subscribe. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe, alright? I don't know why I'm singing that song, because at the end of the day, I really want you guys to follow me. And then if you have any problem, if you have any comment, please let me know. You see this? So this is So this is 20 shillings. That's like a 1 cent US dollar. So inside here, there is tobacco. And I know someone will ask, how do they measure? We are using a spoon. So for 20 shillings, we usually use 2 tablespoons. When I say tablespoon, I mean the bigger one, yeah? So we put inside here, these are the milk packets. And then the reason why they're using this, because water cannot enter here. You know, tobacco, if it's mixed with water, it melts. So when you put inside here, water cannot enter here, so it can stay for longer. Moisture cannot enter here, so it can stay for longer period until the person finishes using it. So how do they use the tobacco in Africa, or should I say in Kenya? Well, simple. They place it inside their mouth. They like you see the way you apply. Okay, there. They are sealing it. So when it's cooked, this is how it looks like, the tobacco. So basically, this is the last stage, yeah. Huh? See, this is how it looks like, the tobacco itself, you see? One, two. All right, look at that. Right, so I want to show you how they measure the tobacco, how they seal it. So all this, they usually do it every single day, every day, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So yeah, people should come here, they buy for their parents, grandparents. Most people who like eating tobacco, by the way, like this, it's usually our parents, especially the elderly, they like that. Unaniona? Unaniona? Hapa. So I want to try. Show me. I want to try. Nimeka nyingi. So me, I'm doing the first one, so I'm supposed to do it twice, the sealing. like that, and we are done. One more.
Sasa unasema ni magari ndio hakuna?
One more, yeah, guys. It's a lot. One, two, three. I mean, I'm not supposed to fill it. So here we are. All right, I'm done. So this is, it's usually full, yeah. So right now it's halfway. So meaning he has already like packaged nearly half of it. And by the way, this thing is selling. Don't get me wrong, it's selling because our people in my village, in my hometown, they love this, by the way. So it's like growing up, I used to see people buying. So right now, as I'm over 30 years old, I'm still getting, you know, I'm seeing this procedure going on. So it's a culture thing that has been passed from our great grandparents up to now. So it's a normal thing. So right now, when you see the cigarettes that people are smoking, you know, the way they're being made the modern way. But traditionally, for us here in Kenya, in Africa, this is what we usually used to take our tobacco the traditional way. They cook, they grind it like they have shown in the video. Then they cook it, and then they take the tobacco itself, and then they just apply it along their teeth, and they swallow it, and then of course that's how we absorb the tobacco in the system, the traditional way. So let me know what you think about this video. Drop your comments and please subscribe to my channel as I show you the whole thing, you know, no filtering, the whole thing. All this is tobacco. You see this? All this is tobacco. So they sell it 20 shillings. That's like 1 cent, or should I say half cents US dollar? Yeah, if you convert it. But literally this is all. And by the way, every minute, every second here, there are customers who are selling it, buying it. I don't want to show you the customer because at the end of the day, I don't have the permission from them. But literally, this is basically what happens. Like I said, it's been passed from generation to generation. Tobacco is nanunuliwa wapi? Eldoret. Eldoret, huh? So where we know we are in Mombasa, East Africa, in Kenya, but the tobacco itself is usually grown in Eldoret, a place where it's cool, cold throughout the year, and of course it's very conducive to grow tea, to grow coffee, to grow tobacco. And then of course regions like, you know, coastal where it's very hot, it's not conducive to grow such plants, so we don't grow tobacco. But we get the opportunity where we have the business people who literally bring the tobacco to Mombasa, and then consumer, they buy it like the way you are seeing. So this is basically a micro business that has been passed from the family generation to generation. Sindio? Yeah. I'm confirming from it, like, yeah, it's from family to family to family. Yeah. Look at that. So he's going to be doing this packaging until he finishes all of it. Remember, they also inside there, they are going to make they're going to cook tobacco tomorrow. So right now they're just grinding it, the powder. They sieve it to have pure powder of tobacco itself, and then tomorrow they're going to cook it, which I'm going to show in this video. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to show you the whole video of how they're cooking it, and then of course this one is basically the packaging itself. So by the time I'm combining the whole video, you'll just see the whole process from the beginning up to the end. Of course, I didn't show you the farm itself because we're in Mombasa, while the plantation itself is in Eldoret, which is very, very far from where I live. It's like a whole day journey if I go by bus. Yeah, it's like what? Thousands and thousands of kilometers. Because we are living in Mombasa, the coastal region, while the place called the Eldoret is like the central region of Kenya. So it's very, very far. All right, so here we're having conversation where customer is literally buying the tobacco, and they come with it. All right, so how they apply, they take the tobacco is simple. They take the tobacco, they are like a bit in your hand, and then you place it along your teeth, like the way you are brushing your teeth, something like that. And then they do the tongue, they wipe the tongue with it, and then it melts. And then once it melts, then it goes inside your system, and voila, you're like absorbing the tobacco in your system. So there are different reasons why people are using tobacco. Remember, our great grandparents, that's what they used to use. So people buy here and then they take it to at home.